Alright, two quick videos here for the GMC Yukon. This is the 2008 Denali. So the issue we were having was the driver's side was blowing hot air in the summer, even though the passenger side was blowing cold air. And the issue is due to this blend door actuator, which is right here. So you got to take a big panel off with 3 bolts that covers all this stuff, and then it's pretty easy to get to. It just has one screw to take out right there, and there's another one on the other side, which is a little hard to get to, but not too bad. Then you unplug it and it pops out. We've already tested this, it works, but this is the fix when you have a driver's side that won't change temperature. In our case, it was set to hot, and we were trying to get AC in the summer, so it was really miserable. You can see that's the actual thing that rotates there. When you put a new one in, it's got to index itself. You know, you got to get it indexed to the actual door in there. But you can turn the door by hand. So if you just kind of turn it by hand, orient it the direction that it's facing, put it in, it will go in. Then the car has a calibration process. It's not like the old ones where you have to recalibrate it, or you have to get it just right, like on hot when you put it in, and then it goes from there. This one is calibrates itself. While we're in here, we are also going to replace the cabin filter, which happens to be right here in this housing. So that little screw there is where the door will go on. But from the factory, even on these Denalis, they do not come with a filter in them. So that, let's get some light in here. That is just completely empty, which is kind of ridiculous. You know, we didn't buy this new, but if you bought this new, this car would have been a $60,000 car, and it has no cabin filter in it, which is kind of wild. And not only that, you have to cut this plastic out. So we just bought a kit on Amazon, which gives you instructions. You can see here, the instructions say to cut that piece out and put a new filter in, and then they give you the part that covers it, which is this part right here. So this will go up there and screw it in place like that. So it'll just slide in there with a little foam strip and seal in place. So while we had this open, I got a little nylon brush and tried to clean up as much crud as possible. It's pretty gross in there. It's getting kind of moldy and just really gross. So just took a brush and tried to go the direction of the fins and just knock some of that stuff out. And it worked pretty good. It's not gonna be clean enough you'd want to eat off of it, but it is good enough, and it's better than it was before. So put a filter in there and close it back up. I don't know if they provide a screw, but we'll find a little body screw to go in there. The other thing we're not going to fix today, but we need to, is there is an air leak on these cars. It's very common. And when you're on the highway, like in the winter especially, you can feel cold air coming in somewhere. And I think it's where this main housing bolts in. I've read about it, and you've got to go in and the seal gets broken and you got to go caulk it, and it's a little bit bigger job than I want to do today. We had solved it previously by simply stuffing a ton of paper towels up there. Just need to stop the cold draft when you're going 80 miles an hour on the highway. It just creates quite a draft, and the footwell here gets pretty cold. Even with the heat going, it just doesn't, you know, it's enough of a draft that people feel it. So that's that. We'll button this back up and be done.